operate normal during business hours and make mistakes, get fishy, get tired. But the non-humans like AI identities, agentics, there are another level permissions. There are service principals, or apps, API keys, uh, CI/CD pipelines, bots, automation, or they don't use MFA, don't train it. Often run 24/7. They usually have a broader permission than humans and poorly eventually. So um, it's a very, very critical. I mean, the critical for organizations is to make secure the agentic, the AI. Human users with MFA, non AI agentic identities with OAuth or server principal abuse explored. I mean,
Yeah, no, thank you for adding to that because I think this is something we need to think about. It's just role
Philip, I
engagement.
want to add to it actually. So,
Yeah, go for it.
yeah, that's thanks. So yeah, they're the biggest blind spots in the modern security today, right? And we have spent training humans, enforcing MFS, the multi-factor authentication, resetting passwords, and improving email security as well, right? But in the parallel, machine identities like the service accounts, app tokens, API keys, CI/CD credentials have quietly exploded in number, right? Reasons attackers love them is simple. They are long lived, rarely rotated, and often over permission. And unlike human, machines don't raise suspicion. Right? And a machine logging in at 2 a.m. doesn't look weird unless you are actively monitoring the identity behavior. Right. So for me, the key shift is basically the security teams needs to treat the machine identities like a privileged users. That means least privilege rotation, token hygiene, and monitoring abnormal usage, and regularly auditing OAuth apps as well as several principles. So because in 2026 the biggest breaches won't always start with a phishing emails as well. They will start with the one leaked token in a repo or one abuse serviced account and one integration that nobody have reviewed for years, I guess.
Yeah,
As a,
so I think so. That's one of them. Let's move on to our next. So the next one, and this is definitely my domain because again I come at this from the law school side of it. Is we've got regulatory landscape and sort of the tightening mandates. So in the U.S. we have the FTC, so phishing resistant MFA for privileged access, help desk controls, now reasonable security, and AI transparency rules. Will kind of so there'll be a lot more in terms of AI governance coming into effect. I mean, for example, within both IAPP and the CompTIA have both added new credentials for certifications. So you now have GRAI, so the AI governance certification, and now you have instead of just Sec Plus for the security exam, now you have Sec AI Plus, or Sec Plus AI. So you've got these new AI credentials kind of coming online. Obviously, two of our speakers are based in Europe and one in India, so we've got this covered. So my understanding is the GDPR is going to have more of a 72-hour breach notification, so much stricter. Data minimization and encrypted now are sort of becoming mandatory baselines.